Alrighty everyone, welcome to the very first module of the course, and that is the workflow module. And we are going to split things up into two halves here. The first half is strategize, and the second half is systematize, which is apparently different to systemize because those are two different things. So we have strategize and we have systematize, and those are the things we're going to go over right now. Within strategy, we have 6 things that we're going to talk about. And those things are firstly, number one, niche. The age-old question of what the hell is my niche? Secondly, target. This is all about what is our target audience. Then we're going to talk about the market. Lesson number 4 in this is going to be all about our competitive edge. How do we stand out in the market? Lesson number 5 is all about planning, about how we do quarterly and annual planning, as boring as that sounds, but it is really helpful. And finally, lesson number 6 is going to be all about how do we pivot away if stuff is not working. And throughout the section, I'm going to be giving you a bunch of different examples and worksheets and sort of prompts for you to work through at your own pace. It's all well and good reading these dozens of business books and like watching this course, and like, unless you actually do the work and grapple with these issues, grapple with these questions and put them into practice, it's not really realistically going to be that helpful. So I'd really encourage you to actually do the worksheets and do the exercises as we go along. Then once we've got that strategy laid, we've got the foundation of the strategy, we're going to think about how do we turn our processes and stuff into more of a system to reduce the amount of heavy lifting we have to do when doing our creative production. And so firstly, we're going to be talking about the idea of leverage and building systems for leverage. Then we're going to talk about mapping the system, where we talk about how to map the system that we've already got for our content production or whatever creative side hustle we're working on. And then we're going to talk about all the different ways that we can optimize our workflow based on the systems we're already using. And then at the end of this module, I'm going to give you 2 case studies from our own business around video idea generation and podcast production, so you can see how we have built systems around those things to make producing video ideas and producing podcasts and producing videos and the other stuff that we do as part of this creative business, to make those things less of a heavy lift by using leverage and by using systems. And really the whole point of this entire workflow section is that we need to figure out a strategy and figure out systems that help streamline our workflow so that the amount of effort we're putting into our creative business, that effort is leveraged, it's force multiplied, and it's got the best bang for our buck in terms of the time and money we're investing into it. Then in module 2, we're going to be talking about cash flow. So once we've laid the foundation of workflow, how do we actually generate the money, the products, the value, the marketing engine that makes the whole business profitable? And then in the third module, outflow, we're going to talk about once we've created the systems in place to do all the things, how do we add people to those? How do we leverage people through freelancers, part-time hires, full-time hires, how to work with a team? And that'll be the final evolution of treating our creative side hustle or creative thing more like a business. But we're going to dive into workflow, and workflow is all the stuff that you can do even when you don't have a team, and even when, to be honest, even when you're not making money. So hopefully that'll be helpful. Let's dive into the strategize section right now.